Is this thing on? It doesn't even say I'm live. Are we just lagging here? Are we here? Are we here? Welcome back to the G. Good morning. It's the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard with a haunted chick who's got some really cute dogs. The steam from my tea looks so creepy. I love it. So still not feeling a lot too hot couture, but am feeling much better than yesterday. Today we're doing free yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why kind of questions, as well as the $5 for 3 cards. Plus you get a singing bowl cleansing. If you just found us and we're not live, go ahead and skip to the end for the free collective message if we even make it there. I'm just going to put some things in chat. Excuse me. So the free tarot is 1 question, 1 card for 1 subscription. So please subscribe to my channel and please like the live. Hey, Allie, good morning. How are you? What's up? Happy weekend. Will I get this new job before Christmas? Well, I hope so. But just remember, what are you telling yourself about it? About getting a job? What do you are you living in the now as if it's the end? Like, as if you already have the job. A job before Christmas, okay? That's your homework. Hey, Clara, how are you today? Can't see what you're saying, dear. Spirit, what does Allie need to know about getting this new job? Are they going to get this new job before Christmas? Also, Spirit says, yes, you will get some kind of new job before Christmas. I think it's interesting that it's the Ace of Cups. Maybe you're going to be, oh, look, there's another card behind it. Cup and knife. Like, maybe you're going to be getting a job in a restaurant or serving fine wines and cheeses. I don't know. I'm just like looking at this little round. I mean, it's the sun or the star, but I feel like you will be getting this opportunity. Hey, Tiffany. Good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Happy Friday night, Thursday morning for you, Tiffany. Isn't it like the butt crack of dawn there? Are you in LA, honey? Trying to get better. I've had like walking pneumonia or something. But at least I know it's not my teeth. Like, hey, Tabby, how are you? Clara, what are you talking about? Claire, if you would like to explain yourself, I'd appreciate it. Or I'm going to report you for sexual harassment right now. Okay? Would you like to explain what you're talking about, Clara? Because coming into my chat and talking about my naked body is very rude. Look, now you're hidden from the channel and reported for it. Please don't come back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm eating muesli and warm almond milk with honey. Yes, Allie, remember, you're manifesting every moment. You involuntarily manifest the way that you involuntarily breathe. You didn't apply to a restaurant. That's cool. I thought I'd just drop by, say hi, have breakfast with you guys. I won't, Tavi. How have you been, Tavi? Did you have a good evening? And are you having a good morning? So I just blocked them and reported them because I'm not going to have people come here and talk about my naked body or anybody's naked body or nakedness at all. Unless we're talking about art, okay? Unless we're talking about nude artwork, okay? I don't want anybody talking to me like that or anybody. It's not going to ruin my day. I mean, it's no skin off my back to report a troll, but hey, Addison, good morning, honey. How are you? Did you have a good rest, love? Coffee. Bring me one, please. I actually I decided not to do coffee this morning. I decided to make a breathe deep tea because I'm still having this walking pneumonia issue. Hey, good morning, Shava Sharma. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna take my dish in the kitchen and rinse it. So you guys realize it's been 31 years since Rage Against the Machine put out like their most baddest record ever. Kashuba Sharma, that's a paid question only. It's not a free question, dear. It's not a yes no kind of question. But if you'd like me to answer that question, it's only $1 a card. Everybody has a chance to win a free 3-card reading as well. We get enough people in the chat to play surprise Joker's Roulette. And that kind of reading is you can ask any kind of question. Oh, excuse me. Does Natesh want to be with you? Yeah, we can ask that. Hey, Spirit, what does Kashuba Sharma need to know about that? Does Natesh want to be with Kashuba Sharma? Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for coming back. Excuse me. I hate to have to tell you this, but not right now. This is a no card. I don't know why the death card is a no card. Where it's like the most positive card of the tarot deck. Then you have this 5 of Cups behind the death card, which is this is about failing to see what is good in the bad. So the good in this no card is that this death card is one of the most positive cards you can get in the major arcana, which means that you can change this. Maybe they don't want to be with you right now, today, at this very moment. Maybe next time we should clarify what you mean. And ask Spirit directly. Does James still have feelings for you? Now, Now, what kind of feelings are you asking about? Because the Kashuba Sharma kind of just stubbed themselves in the foot with, do they want to be with me? Well, how, in what way? Maybe they don't want to be with you right now. They could be on the toilet taking a dump. Not trying to be rude or anything, but I mean, these are real facts. Spirit money even checked in on your person and been like, oh, no, she don't want to be around him right now, or he don't want to be around her right now, because they literally might be just in a situation where they wouldn't want to be around you at that moment. Doesn't mean they don't want to be with you. So think carefully about the questions you ask. Okay. But no matter what, Kashuba Sharma, remember that you are the operant power here. So love feelings. Okay, so YouTube King wants to know, does James still have loving feelings for me? Tavi, will I have a confrontation with MD on call? Do you mean a confrontation? Will you have a confrontation? Is that what you mean? Hey, Infinity is one. Good morning. Spirit, what does YouTube King need to know about James still having loving feelings for them? Does James still have loving feelings for YouTube King 744 YouTube? I don't need your name. Spirit knows who you guys are. I don't need names. I don't need birth dates. I don't need your astrological sign or your zip codes. Maybe some readers do, but I don't, because Spirit knows who you are. So yes, they still do have loving feelings for you, YouTube King 744 YouTube. That's the Justice card. There is something about your love that makes them feel balanced, makes them feel mentally wealthy, makes them feel like they can, like empowered. It's really up to you to stay in your power to have them show up the way you want them to show up to you. Okay? Spirit, is Tavi going to have confrontation with an MD on call? Is Tavi going to have confrontation with an MD on call? Oh, you're so welcome, YouTube King 744 YouTube. Please like the live, you guys. I would so appreciate it. Pretty please. Please like the live. Please likey. Spirit, is Tavi going to have confrontation with the MD on call? Let's see what the card was. Yes. In this Two of Cups. But Spirit's saying with the King of Pentacles, that's the energy. Hey, trust the process. This is not someone that, wants to argue or fight or have an argument or disrespect you. Just trust the process. This is a pretty trustful and loyal person too in this King of Pentacles, okay? You can trust that while you might have some confrontation or a confrontation or whatever it is you're trying to say, you know what you're trying to say. Spirit knows what you're trying to say. Everything will be all right. Especially if that's what you want to happen. It's everything to be all right. So I tried to go to bed early last night because I was not feeling good. I felt like I'd been in a bubble and couldn't breathe. It was horrible. But I also noticed that when I finally got to sleep, I got woken up by somebody cooking in the house, but it wasn't anybody cooking in my unit. And it was so terrible. It smelled like, I'm not saying that onions are bad or garlic, but it was like so much onion and garlic. Like it's like a whole apartment smelled like it was being cooked right in my own house. So it took 3 hours to air out the house before I could even go back to sleep and breathe. This morning, I woke up at 4:44. Like, what's that all about? And just could not go back to bed. So I decided to come by and see if you guys were around. I don't know. Someone was making onions at 11:30 at night, or like 10:30, 11:30 at night. It took from like 11:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning to get the smell out of the house. was terrible. And I'm just like, what am I gonna do about this? I guess the people who, I guess they put an oven, a big oven, in a really tiny apartment downstairs. And I don't think they have like a, you know how there's the ventilation fan above the oven? There's no ventilation fan. No, that's not what I said, Tavi. Okay? You just said, am I going to have a confrontation with an MD on call, with MD on call? So I said to you, yeah, you're going to have a confrontation about your partnership, but just trust the process. You can trust, okay, and you can have trust and loyalty in the fact that you'll know, all right, that you're going to have the confrontation. This is not a person, though, that wants to fight or argue with you. If they cheated on you, okay, that's not my fault, all right? And you're very welcome for the reading. But if they cheated on you, I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you. Okay, but at the end of the day, I can only give you what Spirit has to offer you through me. Do you understand? Why would you want to talk to a person who cheats on you anyways? Don't even pick up the phone to them. Okay? Don't even pick up the phone to them. They are not worth your time. Do not give them your power. Once you can start being loyal to yourself about that, everyone will be loyal to you. But they don't want to fight. They want to be the best version of themselves to you. You have a chance to fix it or fuck it. It's up to you. Not me. Just giving you the message. Not everyone's on their strict mental diet, Tavi. People make mistakes and have misunderstandings. We're all only human. But the only thing I'm going to do with onions around here is pour a bunch of honey on them and eat them. Infinity is one. Oops. Let's see. Are we at the 30-minute point yet? Is there anybody else who wants to ask a free question? There's about 6 minutes left. And this will be the last free reading for today. I might come back and do another one. So if you want to get your questions in, get them in now. Because we'll be going back to paid readings for a while. I'll continue to do the free readings, but we're only going to do them once or twice a day, okay, guys? We're not going to be doing them 5-6 times a day like I have been.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Daddy.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yeah?
I thought you said you're not going to do free and you're going free again.
No, I'm explaining that I'm not going to be I'm not going to be doing them as much as I have been doing them.
Okay.
So get your free questions in because there's only 5 minutes left. Hey, Nor, how are you today? Nor, we have some rules here. You have to actually say hello to us, engage with us, and like the live, and subscribe when you get a free reading. Free tarot is 1 question, 1 card for 1 subscription. This is really not the kind of tarot channel that you can just come and make a request like that. I know that you're used to that on other channels, but we really like to get to actually know people here. I think I've seen you here before, but I haven't seen you in a while. I've seen you around, I can say. But we're just not like, hey, get your question in and get the fuck out. Pardon my French. We're more like, hey, come in and chat and hang out. Ask your question and relax. And if you want to leave, you can leave. But I've noticed that a lot of channels, like when I would go get a reading or free reading, it's like a lot of bullshit waiting. And then a lot of bullshit time getting a reading. And then a lot of bullshit from the reader. And then like, you know, it's like I kind of always felt that way. Unless I was paying for a reading. So when I do the freeze, I try to keep you all engaged together, having a conversation and not letting anyone feel like, you know, you come in here and you can just bark at whoever's having a conversation or chatting already, or that you feeling like ignored or, you know, like you're like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't want that kind of coldness where you come in and, or someone comes into the chat and we're not really talking. It's like, you see how it feels like, do I share a spiritual connection with IMN? But I haven't seen you in a while, or maybe not at all here. So it's like, you know, what's your spiritual connection to yourself and your tact and finesse? So let's find out if your person and you have a spiritual connection. If you're feeling that you have that spiritual connection, you must know, no matter what the cards say, there is something there going on, chemistry-wise, spiritually, connection-wise, definitely. Nobody can tell you, honestly, if you're having a spiritual connection with someone, except for really you. You have to be self-validating in that. You would just know. It's nice to get confirmation through cards. Okay, it's nice to get confirmation through cards. I agree, but like, I think that nobody should be telling anybody who their twin flame is. Nobody should be telling anybody, hey, that's your soulmate. You can say things like, I think, I feel, but don't be telling people that, like, you know, this is your soulmate or that is your twin flame, or, you know, you have a spiritual connection with a person. You got to feel it. Like, it has to be here. If you're not feeling it, then no. What are you feeling about it, Nor? Are you feeling that you have a spiritual connection with Amen? While I shuffle the cards and ask, Spirit already has the answer for you inside your heart. Oh, God. Idiots. Great. I'm going to have to get off the live here soon because a carousel of dingleberries showed up. Again, so yes, they do feel like they have a spiritual connection with you, Nor. You've got the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. All right. You make them feel like empowered, like they can stick up for themselves, like they can, you know, really progress into what they even want spiritually. They know that you will stick up for them. You will support them in the 7 of Wands. They feel very lucky to have met you in this 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is about emotional security, spiritual security. This person is feeling pretty good about you, okay, overall. They might be on the little defensive. Yeah, quit looking in my window, punk. Get in your car and leave. You're so welcome, Nor. Come back anytime. We are going to keep doing the free readings. Yes, no, maybe so, sometimes why. So please be good to yourself. Be good to your thoughts. I'll see you again. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Thank you for your subscription. We look forward to getting to know you. Well, it's pretty quiet around here now. Huh? Ruby, breathe, honey. Oops. Addison, I put a new video up. It's called, no, I haven't, dear. Why don't you email them and check on them? Yeah, I just made a new video. I'll put it in the chat. I mean, I uploaded it. I don't know that it will help everybody, but it certainly does help. It's nothing really to watch. It's just more to listen to. It's more like in the Matrix than jumping, but here's the link. I've been talking a lot about this the last couple of weeks. This is where I send everybody. But if there's a version of someone that shows up I don't like, right back to the void. Peace out. And if they don't like it, oh well. At least they always come back a better version of themselves. To me, at least. And I don't just send people back to the void. I send my glasses back to the void because they got broken. They're now fixed. I send my feelings and emotions that don't serve me back to the void. that come back fixed. I don't sit around waiting for it, but I do expect it. It's like that expecting, not waiting for, you just know it's going to happen kind of energy. That's why I scientifically like explain it in the beginning, so that when you start to do the exercise halfway through the video, you understand what you're doing, and you don't have to have any visualization. You can't excuse me. You can visualize if you want. You don't have to, but if you're one of those people who doesn't really visualize, you don't have to be a visualizer. Just knowing, thinking about it even creates it. That you've sent whatever it is, molecule by particle by atom by wavelength and frequency down to the void. I would have to say I've probably been doing this exercise repetitively since March. In combination with the law of attraction. Plus I have thousands of pieces of orgonite here. I think even if I just had a couple of pieces, it would still add a little bit of it because I give the meaning to it. But check that out. Let me know if it helps. You can send Chris on his way back to the void, or any feeling or emotion you have about that. You can send Sophia back to the void if there's something you don't like about that. And it's not that you send them back to the void. Even if there's something about, this channel or what's in front of you with your own family, or even me, like you can send the feeling and emotion literally back to the void. It's not like literally sending us back, but you can send that feeling or that emotion and fix it. Because I don't want you to like freak out, be like, what does she mean send us back to the void? I don't mean like physically or anything like that. I mean like, emotions or feelings that feel good or feel bad. Maybe there's a good emotion or something that you don't want to be feeling about somebody because maybe it doesn't serve you. Like, being in love with the wrong person, or being in love with the wrong food, or having an obsession about a certain thing that you shouldn't have an obsession about, or even an addiction. Some people, we could take addiction as far as addiction too. Don't freak out. Yeah, don't freak out. That's why I explained. That's why I was saying you could even send us back to the void. But what it is it's not that you're physically sending someone back to the void. You're sending an emotion that they stirred up in you back to the void, so it will come back to you in a way that pleases you. And you don't sit around waiting. Like I said, you don't sit around waiting for it to come back to you, or worrying if it's going to come back in the way that you sent it away and sent it off packing, right? But you do want to set yourself up for moments where you're like, wow, it'll be really cool to see how that comes back. It'll be really cool to see who that person is when they come back. Or it'll be really cool to see how my glasses come back when they're fixed, or when my car comes back and it's fixed, or whatever. You can even, I send this whole fucking house back to the void. And it's all working out for the better. But yeah, don't freak out, honey. So that's what I mean by, sending someone back to the void. Because you're sending back that feeling and the emotion that doesn't serve you. Or maybe even one that does, that you don't want to be. I kind of feel like this technique is like the way vampires would glamour humans. Like, how they say vampires can glamour humans into bungee jumping off a cliff if they want. I feel like this whole matrix exercise and technique that I've learned and practiced, it really does help you to have those non-consequential moments where it's like you are creating a linear time for yourself that's random, instead of getting used to like, this is how every day is, and it's always the same boring thing. Little boxes, little houses, and they're all made of ticky-tacky, and they all look the same. You know what I mean? I feel like the technique will help humans to you know, and animals that are cognizant even. I mean, there are animals out there that they understand this kind of, they understand English, they understand what they're watching, they understand that they could and will be or should be doing some of the things that us humans do. But they're just not given enough credit as being smart like us. I mean, that movie, Project X, was a perfect example. But yeah, so listen to the void thing and let me know what you think. It's a completely safe technique and exercise. Everything that you send back to that void is safe. When you think about the void, think about you'll listen to it. You'll hear about my theory about it and everything. But it's just about breaking down, you know, because your feelings and the chemicals that create those feelings are pretty much molecules. You know, I walk you through breaking down all of that, and you are able to become aware of what it is in you, around you, that you want to correct by sending it back, so that it can come back to you in a way that pleases you, come back to you in a better as a better version of itself. I hope that explanation helps. Yeah, it's nothing to be scared of. I learned this technique from some of the most sought after gurus for this kind of law of attraction, law of assumption, law of vibration stuff that I've worked with. And I wanted to just pass it on in my own words, in my own way, because, you know, I had never even heard of anything like this before. You know, we've been into this stuff for a while, you and I, practicing it every day, that strict mental diet. And, ooh, it can be challenging. It can be very challenging, especially out there on your own. I think the most exciting part for me, though, is doing the exercise, practicing it, but getting to, it's not just practicing it either. Like, it's mostly about being excited about how it's going to come back to you. When it's something like, you know, a loved one, maybe you lost some money and you sent the lost money back to the void so it'll come back to you. Or maybe, you know, you sent, I don't know, maybe you didn't like something about yourself, so you send it back to the void for it to come back in a way that you do like. Um, I'm excited to see how things transform with any technique that we try, really. Okay, well, I think I'm going to do the free collective message, and I'm going to peace out for a little bit because it seems to be pretty quiet here now. And let me look at my schedule for today. What's my schedule? It's Saturday, right? All day. I'll be back this afternoon. And of course this evening. Yeah. I'll come back. I'll do another free. And then I'll just go from there. I got a couple of things I have to do, run some errands and stuff. But I love you, Addison. And thank you, everyone, for coming in and hanging out, leaving your questions, your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. And I'll be back maybe in a couple hours, sometime in the afternoon. So message me. You know where I'm at if you guys need me. Kalanita, even though that means good night. Be safe, everybody. See you later this evening, afternoon thing.